All right. Carlsbad, California. Let's see how this chest clip works. 24-hour fitness. I had a question for you. Hey, do you know what to do if a customer comes in, they have a service dog with them?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me grab my manager.
Sure, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you have a service dog with you that would
Yeah, I've had issues before, and they want to confront me when I show up, so I try to be proactive and ahead of time to make sure they know what's going on. And
Oh, I see. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. For the dog, and you're good to go.
see, what type of identification would you want?
Good question.
Yeah, you might want to get them out here for that, because they make a lot of strange requests. And
You have. Hey, he's asking what kind of identification. Okay, he'll be right here.
yeah. See, it's actually illegal under federal law to ask for any sort of paperwork, and there's really no such thing anyway, so you can't ask for identification. Hey, all right. She was just telling me that I would need some sort of identification for the service dog.
No. Basically, like, what is it for? Like a disability that you have?
Yeah, it's a service
What's
dog.
the disability?
What's the disability? Well, I really wouldn't be comfortable discussing that.
Got it. What's he trained to do to help with the disability?
Interruption of self-mutilation is the function of my dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Right. What kind of dog is it?
What do you mean, what kind?
Yeah. What kind of dog is it?
The function of the dog?
Not like breed or whatever.
My dog was a terrier.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, but I get trouble when I show up. They say they need identification or a special vest or something, doctor's paperwork, or ask about the disability or training certification or anything, and it's not legal to ask for any of that.
Yeah, we have 3 questions in California that we ask.
Okay,
we
what are
ask,
those?
what's the disability? What's he specially trained to do?
Okay.
And what breed? 'Cause we obviously have to know what kind of breed he is.
Okay, well, you're 1 for 3. You can ask what the dog is trained to do.
Yeah.
The function. The only 2 things you're legally allowed to ask is that a service dog?
Yeah.
What is the function of the dog?
Absolutely.
You cannot ask
If
what the
he's good to-
breed
if he's
is.
good to go,
You
then
can't ask. It doesn't matter what breed it is.
Yeah.
Anything that's 95% or even up to a 95% wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anything remotely canine. Call it canine. Yeah, that's and miniature horses.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And you cannot ask about the disability, and someone might not want to discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, the function and is it a service dog?
Is it for disability, basically, not necessarily?
Yeah,
what's
that's
the
is it a service dog? Service dog.
We don't.
The textbook
we don't ask
definition
what
of
the
the
disability is.
the textbook definition of a service dog is a dog that's been trained to mitigate a disability.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, just checking ahead of time. Because when you show up, you're open 24 hours. They show up 2 in the morning. The guy's like, where's your ID? You got to show papers, and I can cause
Shouldn't
issues.
have that problem.
Shouldn't, no.
Now,
But
just to remind you, on December 3rd, we'll be closing down at midnight.
holiday.
Midnight. No, this is going forward. From midnight till 4 o'clock, we'll be changing our operating hours.
Oh, you're just changing you're not going to be open all night.
Right.
Okay, well, it's
We just
more.
don't have enough traffic.
Yeah, it's general club wide, like the whole franchise. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good day.
Cool.
And you can check if you want to check what I say. You can check with 24 Hour Fitness' actual written policy. It says is if someone says they have a service dog, make no further inquiry and make every effort to assist them using the
Absolutely.
facilities.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you, man. Oh, they're changing their hours. What do you say? Midnight to 4, like the overnight hours. I'm not really out that late much, but that is a thing with 24-hour. That's one of the, if I'm sleeping nearby and I get fucked with it at night, but the cops are like, yeah, I'm a member of this club over here, I can just go in there. So that's one of the key reasons I want to target them. But yeah, okay, clearly they seem friendly, but also ignorant. Asking about the disabilities, how the identification is just going to turn into certification, government issued ID, something from a doctor. No matter how you splice it, it's wrong. And who knows? Maybe he'll go read the book. And what I said at the end is their official 24-hour fitness policy. But you could tell right away, yeah, as long as you have the identification. What type of identification? Beyond that, it's a club here, so they know who you are because you're a member. Although they shouldn't be able to identify, there shouldn't be a list of which members are disabled and which members have service. There shouldn't be a way they can get in their computer, like, show me everyone that has service dogs in their club. That's not legal. That is singling you out. But imagine any other place, a Starbucks or something, they don't need to know your name. You need to fucking tell them who you are, show any sort of ID to buy coffee or get on a bus. But that's not how it works. So they can't be asking for ID. There's no such thing. You're not supposed to show any of that. And if it wasn't for me, I'm like the only one that does this to educate them, you never know. That would be the first they hear about it when someone, like I said, shows up at night. Oh, well, they're not going to be open at 2 in the morning. Well, whatever. It don't fucking matter. What if they're just busy? What if the manager can't come out because it's a holiday or he ain't there because it's a holiday? You can't. They need to be aware ahead of time, because I've spent years and years, and like the home clubs that I go to, they still discriminate. You're not going in there for you. Imagine needing to go in there to take a shower to clean up for an appointment or something, and you came into town, you got a member of that club. There's a Planet Fitness across the street. That's my plan. What if I have my service dog with me and they discriminate? We're going to see whether or not they do, when I go in there. But if they did, well, I meant to be here. And what if they didn't discriminate and ruin the whole trip? That's happened. That's what happened with LA Fitness back in the day. I was out of town. I still had my office. It was in the early days before the accident, but I got fucked by them and ruined the whole trip. It had secondary consequences. Oh. Okay, I gotta get off here and navigate.